Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be doing something similar, kind of similar to what we did last time, but it's gonna be in geometry, but it's gonna be in circles. So circles are a really important topic that you need to know before trying to attempt a calculus. So that's why this is really important. So we're just going back to some earlier knowledge you might have had, and like some stuff that you need to know. So let's dive right into this. So this is gonna be circles. So what do you know? What do we know is the formula for a circle? Well, that's gonna be x minus x. That's gonna be x minus. Let's call the center of a circle. Okay, that's like no. Yeah, center of the circle, a comma h, right? So it's gonna be x minus a squared plus y minus h squared equals r squared. That's the formula for a circle. So now we're gonna now we know that, right? So we're gonna do some this one problem with that, right? So we're given that r, the radius equals 5. The circle passes through the point 2 comma 3, and the center lies on the x-axis. Well, what does that mean? That means that it's gonna be x comma 0, right? Because it's on the x-axis. It doesn't go up in the y vertically, right? So how are we gonna do this problem? Well, we know that the radius is 5, right? And that means that the distance from the center to any point in the circle is gonna be 5. So we can use the distance formula, right? So we have 5 equals the root of. So now let's do the distance formula, right? The center is on the x-axis. So let's assume that x is gonna be the value of the center, right? So it's gonna be let's say x minus 2 squared plus then x, so then 0 minus 3 squared, which is going to be negative 3 squared, right? We can put the root here, we can square each side, we get 25 equals x minus 2 squared plus 9, right? Subtract 9 on each side, 16 equals x minus 2 squared, right? You take the square root of both sides, you get 4 equals x minus 2, and now x equals 6. So x is 6, and that means that the point is going to be 6 comma 0. And now we have to write the equation, right? So it's going to be x minus 6 squared plus y, we can just put y squared equals 25. And yep, that's the final formula for the circle. And so that's one way to find that's one way to write the equation of a circle. But another way that is going to be useful to know is that if you have a circle and you know the two, and you know what the 2 points of the diameter are, like let's say this is a and b. If you know what these points are, x1 comma y1, and then x2 comma y2, if you know these points, you can actually write the equation of a circle like this. You can write x minus x1 times x minus x2 plus y minus y1 times y minus y2 equals 0. So that's another way to write that formula, and that can also help you solve some problems when you're given the points that give you the diameter of the circle. So that's also another way you should know. But yeah, this is really a good intro to circles, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.